What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the volatility in the markets as we see yet again another red day. I did do some buying if you guys are wondering, so we're going to be talking about the three stocks that I was buying today. We're going to be giving you guys a quick little update, my opinion on those, along with your market minutes. This is your daily recap. We're taking a look at the indexes, the gold and silver markets, along with all the other stocks that we follow. So that's it. Let's get straight into it. Do support me, the channel, and all the videos, guys, which, you know, I've noticed a little bit more likes recently, a few more comments. Yesterday's video was pretty good. Thank you so much. Don't forget to, of course, explode that like button. It means the world to me, helps my videos so very much, along with if you are a new viewer to the channel. Haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, but you appreciate videos just like this. You want to stay up to date on the stock markets, of course, don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this video. So the first thing I wanted to say, guys, was thank you for the new subscribers to our new channel, and it's going pretty well. I believe we got 9 or 10 videos now, 250 subscribers, just over 250 subscribers. My short-term goal is to get this to 1,000. So check out the new channel if you haven't had a chance yet. We go more in depth. It's pretty much raw content, unedited. It's just a lot of opinion, no sponsored content on that channel just yet, and I tend to kind of keep it that way, at least for the foreseeable future. Of course, you guys will know if that changes. And we're doing something interesting for the new channel. So I'm going to start a portfolio from scratch, and I'm going to show you guys, you know, as I build the portfolio, we're going to make a video every time we buy a stock, every time we make a sale, and kind of build this unique little portfolio specifically for departure stocks, along with building that viewer requested watch list. So tune in, follow along. It's an exciting project. So far, it's growing pretty well. And I want to give you guys a few more reasons to smash that subscribe button for departure stocks. So that's it. Let's get into comment of the day, guys. And of course, the first comment of the day goes to Bumble the Bard. Between now and the end of the year, we could see a loss of tax gains selling. If U.S. investors even think that Biden might raise CGT, they will realize gains now and buy back in January. So that's a very good opinion. I love opinions like that. And in the comments below, guys, right now, please drop me some comments. Let me know if you guys were buying stocks, selling stocks. Are you keeping cash? We're a week away from the big event, and I would love to know how you guys are positioning yourselves. So let me know in the comments right there. I'll give you guys a couple seconds. Thanks for those comments, guys. And I got to say, it's an awfully rainy day. I had a horrible headache yesterday, but we're back. We're bouncing back. We're rebounding just like Termalina Metals today. Let's take a look at the next comment of the day. So Navid K, keeping cash around. This will not be a flash crash. This will be a long drawn out since it is winter and there will be a twindemic because people aren't wearing masks and they're likely the same people who won't get the shot. So hope not, man. I want a bull market, but that could potentially be the case. And either way, we'll see what happens. Better have your stops in very volatile. Third comment of the day goes to Mark Phillips. And yeah, man, we'll see what's up. We'll be covering it, of course, here on our daily show, our market minutes. So that brings us to our next point. I wanted to say we'll be updating our full access insider group with all of the remainder of our October content, including a few more trades, along with our weekly private video. And that is going to wrap up the month this week. And then we'll be fresh into November for next week. So if you do want to follow along and support the channel, $10 a month or $100 a year, and you get access to my full public portfolio, all the trades we make, all the private weekly videos, monthly reports, and everything else that comes along with our community. So let's get into the market recap first, and then it's going to be onto those 3 companies that I've been buying. And some of them might not be a surprise to you guys, but I'll do my best to give my opinion, give some updates, talk about it a little bit. Dow edges lower as a spike spooks the value stocks. So the Dow slipped Tuesday as renewed concerns about rising cases triggered selling in value stocks, but losses were kept in check by strength in tech. So of course, once again, tech is showing some strength. Eli Lilly said antibodies showed no improvement in hospitalized patients who had an advanced stage, sending its shares down 5%. So that's just one of the many trials going on right now. We're not going to talk too much about that. I did want to touch on the S&P 500 as it's down 0.2% today. It's been a rough week for the indexes. Lack of stimulus, I really feel like, is the main driver. You know, of course, we've got political uncertainty. Of course, we've got, you know, rising numbers pretty much all across the world, Europe, Canada, America, everywhere. But I think that the main driver right now of this volatility, this pullback, is the lack of stimulus and agreement towards stimulus. So that's going to be, I really think that that's going to spark the next rally, especially for the markets, especially for gold and silver. And until we get that, I think we'll see some dollar strength, which is pretty annoying. So the Dow is in fact down 0.68%, down almost 200 points again. So it is a pretty rough week for the Dow. Tech's holding in there a little bit better. And let's just check in on the dollar before we get into gold and silver. And surprise, surprise, guys, the dollar is actually down 0.11% to 92.94. So I'm very happy to see that dollar pulling back. I want to continue to see the dollar pulling back. And fingers crossed the dollar tanks. I really want the dollar to tank. But in terms of gold's case, gold is holding on steady up $3 an ounce, although it's stuck in this almost holding pattern. Luckily, we're above 1900. Now, the one thing I want to point out was recently we saw a lower low for the chart for gold at 1894. So that reiterates, my neutral stance on gold. I don't think, we're going to get any crazy moves up to the upside, at least until we get some kind of stimulus deal. We get past the big event next Tuesday. So next Wednesday could be a very interesting day for the markets, and I'll definitely be watching the futures markets Tuesday night. 100%. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a crazy ride, folks. Anyway, silver is up 0.29% to almost 24.50. Charts are starting to look a little bit neutral, to be honest. So my thoughts on gold and silver, I like where they're at. I like the consolidation that's happening. I think we're going to move higher. I think that this could be an interesting time to start accumulating. But for now, still exercising lots of caution. And I wanted to pull up one more chart because the chart for copper since the March crash actually looks more bullish than gold and silver. So for base metal, copper has been performing pretty nicely, and that uptrend looks to be intact. And I think that will continue, especially if the economy starts to get back on its feet. So let's take a look at what Kitco has to say for gold, and then it's onto those three stocks that we bought, the charts. And then that will be it for the video, guys. So modest price gains for gold, silver as US dollar weakens. Gold and silver prices are firmer midday US trading. Modest support comes from a weaker US dollar. The precious metals are also pausing ahead of what is arguably the most important event of the trading year, and that is next week. So we'll see what's up. I wanted to talk about 3 or 4 analysts' opinions. I believe we've got RBC, TD, the World Bank, and Chinese gold demand. So let's quickly address this, guys, because I feel like it is important data. So the World Bank sees stable gold price, 14% drop in silver in 2021. So the World Bank is not expecting to see major gold price move in 2021, as the market has seen extraordinary gains this year. Although extraordinary gains, I don't know what their opinion on extraordinary gains are, because we've seen so many other assets move up so much faster and higher than gold. We've seen what happens to crypto, Bitcoin. We saw what happened to the tech sector even. So I don't think that gold has had that tremendous of a run. Just in my opinion, I feel like $3,000-$4,000 gold would be a tremendous run. So gold prices are stuck in a consolidation pattern with prices hovering around 1900. Rose 12% in the quarter, its 8th consecutive quarter of gains. Prices are expected to average 27.5% higher in 2020 and remain broadly stable in 2021 as the economy recovers. Stimulus and a weaker dollar is the only way I see the economy recovering, so that's why I remain bullish on gold. Now, when it comes to silver, as impressive as gold's performance has been this year, the World Bank noted that the rally in precious metal markets in the third quarter was led by silver. The report said that silver prices rallied 50%. The World Bank is seeing a 14% drop in silver as silver hovers around $24.50 per ounce. So not everyone has to be bullish on the precious metals. I just like them as a hedge, and I really do think that there's still a lot of opportunity in that sector. So let's see what RBC has to say. Gold options expiration could be very volatile. Early evening out options expiration, because options in the money become futures contracts the next day, need margin. Not wavering for longer term, $2,000 gold and $30 silver upcoming due to many global worries added to debts, currency volatility, interest rate volatility, and general unrest. So RBC remains bullish on gold with $2,000 and $30 targets. Now in terms of TD, so wait and see mode sets in on the gold market. TD securities, so participants are also evaluating the potential for a fiscal stimulus deal to be stuck in a lame duck session, which hinges on the election results. So a lot of them are saying, a blue win would mean stimulus being passed right away, and we can see right here a blue wave has driven expectations of a lower dollar as more stimulus fuels a global reflationary wave, but it has also fueled the bear steepening in on the treasury curve. While we think the Fed will mitigate these risks shortly after the election by extending the duration of QE, the Fed is taking a reactive approach, which suggests that rates may need to rise to prompt them to act. Given the expected supply net of Fed buying is set to rise sharply, we think the Fed will do so at the December FOMC meeting. Further, considering that a blue wave likely offers both a weakening USD and higher long-term rates, gold prices may find some relief in these offsetting forces. So lots of things to consider, guys, but I think once we get past this next big event, then we'll have some things to look forward to. So first I wanted to talk about Else Nutrition. Else Nutrition started to move up. It's up 2.35%, and I made a video last week on the new channel talking about some speculative investments. I believe it was 2 stocks I just bought. Oh, that was 4 days ago. And Else Nutrition was one of them. So fingers crossed that it continues to do good. Now let's talk about the first stock that we had to add to. And that one's Fosterville South, guys. And we've talked about this one for so long. And now the company is down, another 1.32%. It's down to $2.24. It's got a 52-week range of 91 cents to $5.34. And now just $107 million market cap. So the company was about $250 million market cap not that long ago. And over the past 3 months, it's fallen from $5 to $2.24, which is over 50%. And from its peak, it's fallen from $5.34 all the way down to $2.24 right now. So don't get me wrong, I think Fosterville could continue to fall. When it comes to the charts, I'm not going to probably add to Fosterville until we get to a level of around $1.50, $1.60. But I still like the prospects of the company. And just to update you guys, which I already did, but I'm going to say it again, they acquired 119 square kilometers adjoining Kirkland Lake Gold's Fosterville gold mine tenements. So that was an acquisition that they made. Whether or not, that's causing a bit of dilution, shareholders aren't too happy about that. We do have an upcoming vote on the 13th for that Leviathan Spinco. And they got new drill permits to do more drilling. So there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. The company will have a lot of news. And I've really been pushing for an interview with Brian, so we'll see. I haven't heard anything back yet, so fingers crossed we can get some updates. The next company that I finally took a look at yet again today, and it was Brian Slazarchuk's other company that we've also been with since their IPO, and that is Termelina Metals. We saw this stock hit a high of $1.80, 52-week range of 27 cents to $1.80, and I saw it down again today, hitting 91 cents, and I thought to myself, geez, this might be a time to, add a little bit to this. I'm already down quite a bit, 20% on this one, and as it's been pulling back, I was looking at it in the low $1 range and did in fact take a little bit of a position, and now I thought it was a time to add, so I'm adding a little bit to this. Now Termelina has been pretty quiet when it comes to news. I want to state their most recent press release. Phase 2 drilling continues to intersect strong gold and silver copper mineralization at San Francisco de los Andes. So we can see here their high-grade drill results. They have yielded some pretty good drill results, but I would like to get some updates on the company for you guys. We can quickly go to their website and click on news, but like I said, this was the most recent news release. So I'm sure they got more stuff in the pipeline, guys. And when they're in a quiet phase like this and the stock starts to drop, investors are wondering what's going on. Sometimes it represents a buying opportunity. So I'm willing to take the risks here, adding a little bit to my position. Only a $65 million market cap here. And the thing I have confidence in is management. So that also plays a big role in project's success. So let's talk about the third company now. And of course, the third company is MindMed. And a lot of our favorite stocks have been pulling back. And that's just the way it goes. The market runs up, the market pulls back. And we just got to stick with it sometimes. These past couple weeks haven't been the best for MindMed, especially. The stock has fallen from a dollar, I believe it was $1.42 or 352-week highs. Let's just double check here. $1.42, 52-week highs, and now we were down to $1.13. So I did recently pick up some shares today. I believe it was at $1.16 or $1.15, somewhere in and around there. And I will pick up a few more at $1 if we do in fact get that low. Now, one thing I wanted to state though, guys, is the RSI does remain pretty high still at 58. So if you're looking for this thing to be oversold, I don't think it's oversold just yet. We'll see if it can sustain that momentum. So far, we haven't made lower lows. If it makes lows of $1 or less, then I would be a little bit concerned. But for now, I'm just buying the dip, and we'll see what happens. So, and the last news that came out for MindMed was that $25 million bought deal public offering, and that, of course, was at $1.05 with a warrant of $1.40. I believe that's one warrant for every 2 shares. So, those are the updates. Those are the 3 companies that I bought today and added more to. I've owned all 3 of those for a while, but just doing some adding. Now, guys, let's dive into the charts and see what's going on, and let's see if there's any other deals out there that we're taking a look at. So, in terms of the first batch of stocks that we always follow, Koios, Zenabis, and ACB, 3 biggest losers. Oxley, EGF, Theramed, and Body and Mind, 3 biggest gainers. And ACB recently announced that they need to raise another $500 million, and they haven't announced how they're going to do it. And I think this is absolutely crazy because their market cap is sitting around $500 million now. So 50% more dilution on the way. I don't know what to say, guys, but it's pretty nuts. So you can take a look at the article. I'm pretty sure you can just search it and find it. In terms of dividend stocks, Brookfield Renewables, XLU, and AQN, 3 biggest gainers, the only 3 stocks in the green today. Brookfield Property, National Bank, and TD, 3 biggest losers in the dividend stock batch. Now, in terms of gold and silver stocks, we are seeing quite a green day. Silver Elephant, Teranga Gold, Nova Gold, 3 biggest gainers. Fortuna hanging in there. Barrick Gold having some gains. African Gold Group, Tourmaline, and Kootenay Silver, 3 biggest losers. Fosterville is also in that batch, so only a couple stocks in the red. I'm waiting for Fosterville and Tourmaline to show some love, but so far, I think that they've been sold off because they were some of the biggest gainers, and now the tides have shifted, and investors are looking for stocks that potentially have pulled back already. But now the pullback's getting a little bit excessive, so like I said, I'll be patient for those guys. Tech stocks, EGF, Theramed, Tencent, and Alibaba, 52-week highs today. We are seeing MindMed, RMTI, and AEY, 3 biggest losers on the day. And finally, in terms of our broader 2020 watch list, we are seeing Else Nutrition, biggest gainer, C-Web and HOU, 3 biggest gainers, and AMD, Tilray, and Uber, 3 biggest losers, guys. So that's it for the video. Let me know once again in the comments what your strategy is, and we're out of here. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.